Hello, Cuspers! Welcome to this moment in space and time at this little YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me here and clicking the button. I hope you click the button some more, or maybe comment and share depending on what you think of these videos. It's always a pleasure to read your cards for you, and I wish you the happiest of journeys and travels as always. So what we're going on here is we're looking at the cusp of Pisces and Aries. That's right, you hit it right. If you read Pisces and Aries and you hit this button, you're at the right reading, okay? And hopefully at the right place and time. So, that one's coming. The format for these is going to be, what we're doing here is we're pulling the oracle messages forward from the monthly general readings from the sign of Pisces and from the sign of Aries. And then we're having the two meet in the middle with some fresh tarot, kind of pulling the oracle messages in from both sides into sort of like some direction or path to follow. Because for those of you that have followed my channel, you know that these readings are here for the purposes of healing. They're not looking to like expose. Like sometimes it does expose certain things, but that's not our main intention. My main intention for giving the reading is to boost healing, to boost like healing messages and stuck energies, to get them moving again. So anyways, less about this channel, more about you guys. The messages, well, this side will represent Pisces, this side will represent Aries. Now, the oracle messages that came through from the monthly sign of Pisces were Soulmates and Wizard of Awareness. Two really good cards of like spiritual understanding, spiritual progression, spiritual comfort and growth even is the feelings I have for this, all right? Now, soulmates. Soulmates can also be your connection with your higher self. That is a type of soulmate relationship. It's like bringing wholesomeness to your soul. And that is done actually through the process of awareness, okay? Now, as for future direction for this card, the month of September, what I feel it holds for you guys coming in from the Pisces side is a lot to do with relationships and your awareness of why people are in your life, for what purpose. You know, things like soul family, things like people that may have come and gone. You may be doing some reflecting about people that are part of your past, and also doing some optimism, progressive things to bring new people into your life, and as well appreciating the time and the loving energy of the people that are currently in your life. So this is about people coming in from the Pisces side. I see it being a very social time for you, but also a time of heightened awareness as to like people's behaviors, people's triggers, and how feelings are sort of changed and feelings grow based on things like our words, things on our actions, different ways of expressing loves, and different ways of expressing your soul to your mates. If you use the term mates rather loosely like they do down under, that sort of thing, okay? So that's the oracle messages coming in from the side of Pisces. Now, for cuspers that need to identify with both sides, what's here in Aries is a little bit more challenging, we're going to say. You guys have pulled card flexible, and you guys have pulled card stuck in the mud. So these two cards indicate to me is that you guys are being challenged with having to possess a certain amount of adaptability or accommodation to others around you in order to get things moving, or in order to get things progressing in the way that you want. And this involves a lot of times taking a step back, allowing people to sort of tie their own rope, as the old saying goes, or allowing people to be stuck in their own folly rather than you fighting against them, because it can cause more strife, more struggle, more grief. We're going to say, like good grief, Charlie Brown. Those kind of things. So it's kind of a counterintuitive message. Be flexible, but you're stuck in the mud. The more you fight, the more you become stuck in the mud. That's the message I'm getting from this card. But this flexibility card is like you're still going to have to find an adaptable, ingenious, sort of intuitive and clever way to get out of whatever you're dealing with that. So if you're like kind of saying goodbye to somebody, maybe you're thinking, some of you could be thinking about how to let somebody down easy without burning bridges, or how to get out of situations, I feel, without, too much like hard feelings or that sort of thing, okay? As well, for some of you, this could be career oriented. This could be like a work-life balance thing going on, where it's just like you may be feeling like you're wanting more out of present time than what you're able to do. So it's like you're trying to grow, but it feels like that growth has kind of been stymied by, you having to fight against the things that you just don't have time for, all right? Now, fresh tarot card in from Pisces. Wow, look at this, number one magician. You guys really are on this path of like heightened mindfulness, heightened awareness, heightened resourcefulness to have and do the things that you want at this time. So it's like you're almost like, I feel like, relying on your Piscean traits to get over your to get over your Aries troubles, so to speak. So whatever like universe is presenting in from that other side, it's like this sort of maybe this like entrepreneurial or ingenious, clever way that you have from your Piscean side, this resourceful side, is giving you just the right balance and technique that you need to get through some daily struggles, some daily challenges that might be sort of mounting. They might be like you know, show up to work on a Monday or Tuesday and it's like, oh my goodness, now I have 5 more problems, 6 more problems, that sort of thing. Or what you thought of like starting out was something small is now involving a lot of people, a lot more time than you had originally envisioned, and you're like, how am I going to get through this? So in through your meditation, in through your knowingness and your mindfulness, use those Piscean traits of like clever problem solving to get through that. And that Magician is an awesome card to see there. Now, coming in from the Aries side, we've got a reversal on a 7 of Wands. This card could indicate to me is like sometimes like that fighting, you're going to have, some of you may struggle to find that balance of like, when do we stop fighting? When do we allow to say, okay, you know what, you're right, you win, you go out, do what you want to do. I'm done here. This is like, all we're doing here is like butting our heads against the wall, or all we're doing here is like spinning our tires. This 10 of Wands is like kind of almost feeling like you might just be like throwing in the towel on some things that like maybe are like semi-important, or you once viewed them as being quite important, but now you're just like, man, you know what? If they want to go out and learn that lesson the hard way, I'm gonna let them, so to speak, right? Or if other people are trying to get the most out of me, you know what? I can only do my best. I can only do what I can do, and that's going to be the end of it. There's no point in like going out like above and beyond to impress other people this month coming up, because at the end of the day, it's almost like your energy is best reserved doing the things for you, or making sure that your happiness comes first kind of thing, right? Where it's like, because this is this stuck in the mud feeling, this adaptability I have is like, how do we grow? How do we make ourselves more happy, more content, and more expansive in an energy of expansion while dealing with the contractual and the contracting energies of sort of like maybe a mundane 9 to 5 where things are moving very slowly, very, you know, like that old red tape bureaucratic system that we are all in, and to what level that is. All right. So now, 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are dropping something to make time for something more important. That's the bottom line on this card that I've got here. And that's awesome news, right? That is really awesome news. And some of you just need a little bit of push to make the decision to do that, to say, okay, this has gone on too long. This is too things have gotten too out of hand, or a little bit too crazy. I'm feeling overwhelmed here. We just got to set some of this down, or take a step back and a deep breath, and then things can come in a little bit easier, or things can move away without hard feelings, whichever side of that coin you're on. Okay, so we're just going to pull a few more cards here just for some added messages to get to the end of this. These are short, tight little readings. I hope you guys receive them well and you enjoy them. I decided to do these second series of cusp readings. I think out of all 12 signs, I had like close to like 2,000 views and only one single solitary thumb down for the month of August. So I want to thank you guys for all your support and being there and enjoying these readings. It was just mind-blowing that I like almost like had a perfect record of no thumbs down throughout all of these cusp readings. It was really heartwarming. So thanks again for you guys sharing, subscribing, and especially commenting. The interactive part of YouTube and doing this is like, it's like a gem. It's like the hidden treasure. It's like my motivation for like giving back. Like when I feel like I'm doing light work or giving back to my planet, to my world, to my community, which is like not really a community at all. It's like kind of more so out of the ether. It's like, I appreciate you guys for being there on those receiving ends. Can't do it without you, right? Okay, I just had to chat while I was shuffling. All right, let's see what's coming else in from Pisces. All right, we've got this card here, which there's some mirroring aspect going on here. Whatever you're with or whoever you're thinking about, this soulmate thing's come up. It's like you're a perfect mirror of one another in a lot of aspects. And it's also a reminder to me to tell you that if it's not there actually manifest in physical 3D form, there's something going on spiritually where there's like a mirroring, where it's like your twin flame or your soulmate is being drawn to you and vice versa at this time through the ether, just due to the fact that there's like, it's almost like you guys need to check up with one another, or you need to check in with one another and be like, are you good? You all right? Okay, well, that's good. I'm still here for you. Your higher selves, remember, are still always in full contact and communication on those higher planes, on those higher levels. All right, that's a reminder for you, just in your conscious mind, to like know that. Okay, be aware of that. It's really exciting stuff. Okay, now what else could be going on with this mirroring stuff here? It's like connect with nature. If you're feeling kind of alone or in solitude right now, use this heightened awareness to get out, to get into nature, and maybe you can bring that contact a little bit more audible or visual through you in your spiritual journey. There's something that can just like give you a level of reassurance that it's like, yes, it's happy, it's real, and it's like you're not two halves, you're not two half souls making up a whole. You're actually two whole, very beautiful, magnificent spirits and souls that are traveling together. You're traveling parallel because you've chose this, and this mirroring effect is progressive, it's mutually beneficial, and you enjoy it. Okay, so that's really nice to see that there for a lot of you. Okay, now that was what's coming in from the Pisces. From the Aries side, it may not seem like that. It's maybe seem like there could be some things going on where you're not feeling appreciated. You're not feeling, or you're not showing enough appreciation, and then you're wondering why something else hasn't been reciprocated. That's the feeling I hear. This is for some of you what you could be stuck in the mud about. You're stuck about the feeling where it's like maybe there's some ingratitude or some ungrateful feelings that have sort of come up over the last little while in relationships, or maybe even still. It doesn't, just because they're flowers doesn't mean it can't be like in a professional setting. When it comes to gratefulness, that is welling up, and it's like becomes the elephant in the room, where it's like, why the hell don't you give me the credit when credit's due? Or, why can't you at least show some sign of appreciation for the things that I do? Because, I do them because I care about the situation, I care about you, I care about us, right? That whole kind of thing, right? So that's why I'm feeling there. So whatever you can do to maybe have this conversation about gratefulness or gratuity with your partner, or to show it, or to maybe just let somebody know, like, if you're not going to be grateful to the things I do, maybe I can take a step back. I can stop fighting it. I can stop putting forward this energy until it is realized and rewarded, kind of thing. All right. Now, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you got too much on the go, if you're feeling like things are too crazy, you guys, even though there's so much good spiritual stuff going on in behind the scenes with you, I feel it's like the day-to-day, the ticky-tacky stuff is like really crazy, really like almost borderline silly, like how much you're dealing with. Remember that this is like the last, like exactly how it shows. It's the storm's about to break. It's like everything is about to have this sense of renewal. It's like if things come crashing down, or things seem so tumultuous right now, you're moving into stiller waters. The wind is about to calm for you, so that there will be clear sailing in the very near future. All right, I see that big change coming, maybe in around like the end of the first week of September, if you're feeling it now. And whenever you're watching this video is the right time. So some of you may catch this card and be like, you know what, that just happened. And I am very thankful for it, or whatever. You might have had that conversation. So it's really good for me as a reader to see that card come out in the final. All right. So, Pisces, Aries, Cuspers, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please let me know in the comments section if you did. Know that I love you all, and we'll see you next time.